For much more on Paris 2024, let's bring Bryan Hayes into the conversation now. Hazy, Summer McIntosh is the first Canadian to ever win 3 gold medals at one Olympics. Is she a lock to carry our flag at the closing ceremony?
Absolutely. She should be. I think it is a lock. I mean, when you consider everything that led to the buildup of these games, for her to follow through on it as well, Scully, I think is just incredible. I mean, there has been chatter for months, if not years. Summer McIntosh is coming. This is going to be the summer of summer, and she's 17 years old. It would have been very easy for her to fall victim to the pressure of the whole country waiting for her to do what she just did, and she blew through those expectations. 3 gold, a silver. I think she'll hold the flag for the closing ceremonies. And to put that into perspective, if you'll recall back in 2016, Penny Oleksiak shows up in Brazil, 16, was not someone we were talking about, was not someone we were prepared for. So when she won gold, it was like, where did this come from? And I think as a result, she kind of was under the radar back in 2016, and she took off and had an incredible Olympic Games and has had an incredible career. Summer McIntosh was not under anyone's radar. It's been an unbelievable Olympic Games for her. She is the face of the Olympic Games for Canada, and she should absolutely be holding that flag and waving it proudly to close the ceremonies out.
Yeah, McIntosh, so much fun to watch. But looking at some other notable performances in Paris, would you say American Simone Biles, Hazy, is the star of the Olympics?
Yeah, it's either her or Snoop Dogg. You know, it could be Snoop. I didn't see this coming 20 years ago, Snoop being the face of NBC and the face of the games, at least on the American side of things. But yeah, the beauty of the Olympic Games is that it's about storytelling. And 2 of the great stories are the young guns who show up, have tons of expectation, blow through them, and have a great games. We just talked about that with Summer McIntosh. That was Simone Biles 8 years ago in Brazil. She came onto the scene, you knew she was coming, and she lit the world up. She's had some trials and tribulations, more ups than downs, but we know what happened to her in Tokyo where she really struggled to compete. And for her to culminate a great career the way she has in Paris, I would say she has been the star because it's such a great story, because of the ups and downs, because of her greatness, because of the multiple golds. She snuck in a silver, and she may not be done. You know, she is an American. I'm sure a lot of the American athletes want to be there in LA in 2026. But if this is the end of an era, Simone Biles left her mark, and she was incredible in Paris.
Now, speaking of American stars, Noah Lyles was very confident, talked a lot of smack heading into the Olympics, but man, he backed it up, winning gold in the 100 meters. Hazy, do you think the 100 meters is still the premier event of the Olympics?
Absolutely, because it's so acute, it's so defined. You have less than 10 seconds to prove who you are, and there's no disputing it. You are the fastest person on earth. Don't listen to Michael Johnson. Right? Don't listen to anyone that says, well, if I run the 200 fast or the 400 fast or the 1500 meter, it's so acute. It's not like in swimming where there are different strokes, right? Is whatever it might be. And there's different lengths. This is very, very specific. 100 meters, fastest people in the world, and you got to prove who you are in under 10 seconds. And I love the way Noah Lyles came in and was labeled as arrogant, as cocky, as over the top. You can hold those definitions, or you can apply those to him if he doesn't follow through, right? People were waiting to jump on him and say, you talked a lot of smack, you were talking a big game, and you didn't follow through. But when you do, and he did, you can puff your chest out, and all of a sudden it becomes confidence. All of a sudden it becomes greatness. Usain Bolt was the greatest at that. He was a showman. He talked a big game, and he followed it up. That's why he's the greatest Olympian of all time, in my opinion, and Noah Lyles is nowhere close to what Bolt was, but he talked a big game. He walked the walk. He talked the talk. He did it all. It is the ultimate competition at the Olympic Games. I would include the Winter Games as well. Men's 100 meter, there's no way to beat it. The fastest person on earth, and that happens to be Noah Lyles. He said it was coming, and we got to watch it. It was great to see.
Did we ever? Okay, so Hayes, I want to know, the people want to know, if you were to excel at an Olympic sport, what do you think it would be?
Well, I think archery, I'd have a shot. Okay, you give me 4 years, let me work on my accuracy. I think there's a shot I could medal. I can't guarantee you I would gold, but I'll tell you one way I could definitely do this. 12th man, men's basketball. I don't have to play. Jordi Fernandez doesn't have to look at me. I'm basically a mascot. I'll be the first one at the gym. I'll be the last to leave. I'll deal with the media, right? Tell Shea, tell Jamal, tell everyone else, you don't have to deal with anything. I will deal with the media. All you have to do is go out there and win gold and let me stand up on the podium with you. So I would say 12th man, men's basketball. I love our chances. I'd love my chances. I don't even have to play. I'm not sure that's answering your question appropriately, but that's a sneaky way to possibly steal a gold medal.
I don't know, Hazy. I think I could see you speed walking. I don't know. I really think I could see that. Bryan Hayes, thanks for this.